How can simplicity apply to homeschool? I'll show you with some glimpses of my daily homeschool routine for 6 kids. I have 6 kids, 3 are school-aged. And I don't believe you need lots of things to educate your children at home. There are so many resources out there, almost too many. And it can be very overwhelming. But you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars. I believe you can even homeschool for almost nothing. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we keep it simple and organized. One of the best things about homeschool is the flexibility you have and the freedom to create a schedule that works for your family. Most of what we do is normal daily life. I mean, what is education really? Does it only happen with books or in a classroom? I think you know the answer. So if you're new to homeschooling or considering it long term, it's often a necessary step to take some time to really consider what education actually is and allow your children some time to de-school. You don't need a degree in culinary arts to cook dinner for your family, and you don't need a teacher certificate or special training to homeschool your children. Homeschool mothers are not superhuman. We are just like you. All of the skills and tools we use to teach our kids at home, we have learned over time. Each mother has her own unique giftings and abilities, and they can be used to benefit her children in their education. I believe that the mother is the child's first teacher. This is what our typical day looks like. We set alarms using the Alexa on our Amazon Echo and Echo Dots so everyone wakes up at 7:30. We get dressed and start breakfast, and my husband makes coffee. After breakfast, the kids are required to do their morning tasks, which includes making their bed, brushing their hair and teeth, and putting away their pajamas. I turn on the morning playlist, which is about 15 minutes. You can watch my video about keeping your kids on task with a playlist, which I will link in the video description. I take a few minutes to make my coffee and get materials ready. I keep all the materials we use daily for the current term that we are in easily accessible, but out of reach from little hands. We start our school day with family Bible time, singing and working on our memory verse, which is often a psalm, and sometimes the older kids have an additional passage that they have chosen to recite. Then, if Daddy is home, because he works afternoon evening shift, he takes the littles upstairs to play. If he isn't home, the 3 and the 5-year-old go up and play, and I keep the 1-year-old with me. Our schedule changes depending on what works and what stage of life we are in. Remember, you run this school, so you get to decide. You are the master of your schedule, not the slave of it. But right now, we have a good system going where each girl is working on something so I can be with the other one. One is practicing piano while one does her copy work, and I do a reading lesson with the other one. Lessons are 10 to 30 minutes depending on the subject, and the variety of subjects combined with the short lessons keeps things interesting. We don't use workbooks other than copy work, and my oldest daughter has a brain games activity book to help with her mild dyslexia. Lots of reading aloud together, and the kids narrate back to me orally, or sometimes they write or draw what we just read. One of my biggest tips for homeschooling multiple ages is to combine. You can combine so many subjects and learn things as a family. One of the best things about homeschooling is the time you get to spend together. I homeschool for many reasons, but one of the biggest ones is because spending all day with your kids gives you so many opportunities for those heart conversations that you wouldn't have otherwise. I'm also a big believer in the benefits of being in a learning atmosphere of mixed ages. And I will link all of the resources and products that we use below so you can check them out. Then we have a snack, get some physical activity outside or upstairs in the toy room if it's raining. Our lessons are usually done about 11:30, with some reading aloud happening in the afternoon. But homeschool can be done by lunch. There are interruptions from little ones and bad attitudes, and sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not cut out for this or you just don't have the patience. FYI, patience is a learned skill. After lunch, we have a family rest time from about 12:30 to 2. The youngest takes a nap, and everyone else has an assigned spot where they go every day to read or play quietly or work on handicrafts like painting, clay modeling, sewing, crochet, drawing, or even just looking out the window, as long as they do something restful. And once the little one wakes up, we have a snack, do our afternoon tidy, which includes putting away our clean clothes, tidying up our bedrooms, and then we head outside again. This would normally be the time where we would visit a playground or get together with friends about once a week. We also have folk dance class a couple times a month. Afternoons are for masterly inactivity, unorganized play. We love the Charlotte Mason philosophy of education, that children are born persons, and you don't get to choose what they are drawn to or interested in. So by introducing a variety of subjects while they are young, they're able to decide what really gets them excited about learning, and then they can dive deeper into that as they grow older. It's not our job to teach them everything, but to create lovers of learning and individuals with good habits and life skills. So much of our day is just daily life, and you bet I count that as school. After all, education is an atmosphere, a discipline, a life. So keep it simple. Homeschool really is a natural extension of mothering, and it's so much more about home than it is about school. I have another video about homeschool and other routines, so go ahead and click one of the videos on your screen, and I'll see you over there in the next one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.